Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving back into the wonderfully weird world of Lewis Carroll, picking up with Alice on her most bizarre adventure yet. If you remember, Alice has been navigating a giant living chessboard, and after a series of strange encounters, she's finally done it. She has reached the 8th and final square. So what happens when a pawn makes it to the other side of the board? She gets promoted, of course. But this isn't just any promotion. Alice is about to become a queen. A real, bona fide queen of Wonderland, or rather, the Looking Glass world. She finds herself in the company of the Red Queen and the White Queen. You'd think this would be a grand celebratory moment, right? Well, think again. This is Wonderland, after all. The moment she's crowned, the chaos begins. Instead of a warm welcome, the two established queens start bickering with each other and immediately put Alice to the test. But these aren't your typical royal questions about etiquette or politics. No. They bombard her with a relentless barrage of nonsense questions, riddles without answers, and statements that contradict themselves. Alice, bless her heart, tries her best to be polite and logical, but it's like trying to catch smoke with a net. The queens twist her words, correct her grammar in the most absurd ways, and generally make her feel like she's losing her mind. Imagine being told you can have jam tomorrow and jam yesterday, but never jam today. That's the kind of logic Alice is up against. The White Queen is famously flighty, remembering things that haven't even happened yet. While the Red Queen is all sharp edges and impossible commands, poor Alice is stuck right in the middle, a newly crowned queen with absolutely no power and even less understanding of what's going on. This a hilarious and frustrating scene that perfectly captures the feeling of being a child in a world run by illogical adults. Just when Alice thinks things can't get any stranger, the queens announce a grand feast in her honor. A queen's feast. Finally, something that sounds normal, right? A chance to sit down, have a nice meal, and maybe, just maybe, have a sensible conversation. Alice is led to a grand hall, and for a moment, it looks promising. There's a huge table laden with food. Guests are arriving. But then Wonderland strikes again. The feast is pure, unadulterated chaos. The legs of mutton get up and bow. The pudding develops a voice and gets offended when Alice tries to cut a slice. The wine bottles sprout wings and fly around the room. Everything is alive. Everything has an opinion, and nothing can be eaten. The guests, a mix of characters she's met along the way, behave just as erratically. The table becomes a scene of total confusion, with things tipping over, food running away, and everyone shouting at once. Alice has achieved her goal. She's become a queen, and her reward is this mad, nonsensical party where she can't even get a bite to eat. It's the final, overwhelming wave of illogic that pushes Alice to her breaking point. She's had enough of the riddles, the rudeness, and the complete disregard for sense. In a moment of pure frustration, she grabs the tablecloth, sending everything and everyone crashing to the floor. And it's this act of rebellion, this final rejection of the Looking Glass world's rules that finally breaks the spell. She wakes up, finding herself back in her own armchair, holding not a queen, but a little black kitten. What a wild ride, right? Just goes to show how Carroll used this fantastical journey to explore themes of logic, rules, and growing up. Thanks so much for joining me on this trip down the rabbit hole. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into classic literature. See you in the next video.